Welcome to question of the day. Today's question will be about how to find the pH of a weak acid. You can do the same thing if you have a weak base. So the information that we have here is that Ka is 5.5 times 10 minus 4 and the concentration is 0.63 moles per decimeter cubed. The first thing that you need to do for this question would be to write the equation. Now most students might get confused here, okay? Because you were not given an acid, but this is a weak acid, so we can write it as HA dissociates to give H plus A minus. You can write the ice table. The ice table represents initial change and equilibrium. For HA, you start with 0.63. There's nothing of the H plus and the A minus. The change would be minus x, x, and x. So this becomes 0.63 minus x, x, and x. Now, at this point, you can say that x is way smaller than 0.63. Therefore, 0.63 minus x is approximately 0.63. Once you write all this information, we can start working it out, as in work the calculation out, because this is also a very important part of the reaction. But first start by writing Ka equals. So in the beginning, I always love starting by writing the equations. Okay, so remember, any equilibrium will be product over reactants, and this one is no different. Then you can write the numbers in, put in the numbers, where you're gonna have x squared over 0.63. At this point, you should just do the calculation, and this becomes equal to 3.465 times 10 to the minus 4 equals x squared. In order to remove the squared, we have to square root both sides, and here x is equal to 0.0186, and since we were using concentration, there's gonna be moles dm to the minus 3. So the last thing to do would be to find the pH. pH equals minus log of concentration of H plus minus log of 0.0186. pH for this question is going to be simply equal to 1.73. So whilst this is a weak acid, the pH itself is actually slightly low. Okay, remember, weak acids do not have to have a pH of 4 or higher. So weak acid just means they are only partially dissociate. I want to advise, there will be a link below in the description with all the questions we've done thus far. If you want to advise on future questions, what questions you want to answer, what questions you're finding interesting, just leave a comment and I will work them out for you in the coming days and weeks. Thank you for your attention and have a good day.